Good evening, everyone. Please continue talking. We're going to have about 5 more minutes and then we're going to get going, okay? Thanks so much for your patience. Good evening, everyone. Can I just say Slava Ukraini? I think we need a stronger than that. Slava Ukraini! There we go. How wonderful. My name is Doug Peach. It is such a pleasure to be here with you. I'm the folk life specialist here on staff at Sandy Spring Museum. And on behalf of our director, Allison Wise, and all of the staff at the museum, we want to give you a very warm welcome to tonight's program. No matter if you're here in person, no matter if you're in our overflow space, or if you're watching at home online, you're in for just a fabulous night of music with Gerdan and some dancers led by our good friend Roman. I want to tell you that this program is a part of Sandy Spring Museum's work as the regional folk life center for Montgomery County. So we have a program within the museum where we try to sustain and advance the traditional arts of Montgomery County. And although we do this work within the museum, we have lots of partners that help us do that work. And we've been so delighted to work with Carpe Diem Arts, and especially Busy Graham and Diane Dowling. Thank you, well deserved. and putting tonight's program together. They've been wonderful partners, and we hope there's lots more partnership together in the future. And you'll hear from Busy in just a few moments. But before we move forward, I just want to have a reflection on why we're here this evening. So it's not often in your line of work when you get to do something that's both professional and personal. And tonight, this program for me is both professional and personal. I married into a Ukrainian family and have relatives, including a 6-year-old nephew, who've been displaced from their home and have been spending hours of their week in bomb shelters. Over the past few months, the Russian president has made several outlandish claims about Ukraine, including that Ukraine was not actually a country. So since 2013, I've been going to Ukraine, and I can tell you that he's just flat out wrong. When you go there and you hear the Ukrainian language, you have Ukrainian food, and especially when you listen to Ukrainian music, these things express Ukrainian national identity. And over the past few weeks, these forms of expression have become even stronger forms of resilience and resistance. So just to give you an example, just a few days ago, my nephew joined a group of peers to sing Ukrainian nationalist songs as he was in a bomb shelter. My family reported that although he was hundreds of feet underground, that his spirit was high and his head was also high too. And that is what we're here to celebrate tonight. We're here to prove Mr. Putin wrong. We're here to demonstrate that even amidst atrocities that defy logic and actions of unspeakable violence, music, and in this case, Ukrainian music, can keep our spirits high until a better day. Now, tonight is not only a cause for celebration, it's a time of action and solidarity. We are asking for your donations that will go to help Ukrainians who are suffering from this conflict, and all of tonight's proceeds go to United Help Ukraine, an organization based here in Montgomery County. So, if you'd like to make a donation, there are several ways that you can do it. You can go visit our good friend Marita Badiuk in the hallway out here. She has a table where you can make donations. There are QR codes throughout the museum where you can scan your phone and you can make a donation through your phone. And you can also go online, and especially folks at home, you can visit unitedhelpukraine.org/donate. And thank you for helping those in need. We have some very special guests here tonight who have gone above and beyond to be here. And I'd like to give a very special thanks to Montgomery County Council President Gabe Albornoz for joining us this evening. Would you like to come and share a few words, please?
Well, first, thank you so much, Doug. I can't think of a more perfect setting than Sandy Spring Museum to have such a special event in such an intimate setting. I also want to thank Busy Graham for her leadership and the entire Carpe Diem team who warms our souls with their incredible artistry every year. Thank you so much to Busy and the entire Carpe Diem team. So this morning, the County Council had the opportunity to meet with Senator Gerdan, as we do every year. And of course, Senator Gerdan is on the Foreign Relations Committee and very engaged in global matters. And he shared with us that he expects the District, Maryland, and Virginia to receive at least 10,000 refugees in the next month. That number will likely increase. We're very excited about that, to be able to help in any way that we can. Last Sunday, I had the opportunity to worship with the pastor from St. Andrew's Orthodox Cathedral on New Hampshire Avenue. It was an extraordinarily moving experience. The service lasted almost 2 hours long, and there were already 2 families that had been displaced. And there was one family in particular that really caught my attention because their kids almost perfectly aligned with my children in their ages. And I can't even fathom or imagine what that family has had to process, the atrocities that they've seen, the disruption to their lives. And while the images that we see on the screen offer a great deal of despair and anger, frankly, that we're repeating the same mistakes of generations of the past, being in a place like this tonight has special meaning because it shows, as Doug mentioned, that we can overcome fascism. We do that with love. We do that with the arts. So thank you all so much for being here tonight in solidarity, united as Montgomery County. We are prepared to help these families once they come to our region. And as president of the council this year, I commit to making sure that we do everything that we can to ease the pain and the anguish that these families are feeling when they come here, and that we show them the love that you all are showing this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Without further ado, I am so excited to turn this over to my partner in crime for this program, shall I say, Busy Graham. She's going to tell us about the wonderful music that we have in store for us this evening and tell us a little bit about her organization.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Gabe, for your incredible leadership. You are a visionary, and I have always appreciated your valuing the arts to the extent that you have. We are truly grateful for that. And thank you, Doug Peach and Allison Weiss and all the volunteers and staff here at this incredibly wonderful Sandy Spring Museum. We are so lucky to have a museum of this caliber in our county, are we not? So I'm the founder director of Carpe Diem Arts, and we devote our time and efforts to bringing the arts to create change and celebrate diversity and strengthen education, build community, and inspire creativity across generations, across cultures. And Montgomery County is a great place to reside in order to do that. We also have a sister organization here in Montgomery County, Art of Eight. Priscilla Peterson is here from the board of Art of Eight. Paula Posas is here from our Carpe Diem Arts board. And together we have worked with Gerdan over many, many years. And again, how lucky are we to have Gerdan, the caliber of musicianship, artistry here in our county. We are incredibly proud to have them as having chosen Montgomery County as their home. So Andrei Bitkivka, Solomia Gorokivka from Ukraine have been great friends of ours now for over 2 decades. We've been bringing them into area schools, community centers, special needs centers, senior centers, and performance halls. Just spreading the joy of Ukraine and the incredible music and dance that comes out of that country. And they also, their artistry expands throughout Eastern Europe, and their repertoire is truly astonishingly marvelous. We will get to experience that this evening. I also want to learn more about Carpe Diem Arts. Visit our website at carpediemarts.org. We also have some brochures in the lobby, along with some wonderful opportunities for us to further support this fundraising event. Karen and Michael Baldusser came all the way from Easton, Maryland to bring these wonderful buttons. Some of you are already sporting them on your lapels or in your pockets. So, and again, every single dollar that is donated tonight through the baked goods, the Ukrainian baked goods, the crafts, the buttons, and your donations to this concert and anything else through that QR code will go directly to support United Help Ukraine. And many of you know of United Help Ukraine, but you might not know that they are based here in Montgomery County, Gaithersburg, Maryland, 100% volunteer organization, so you really do know that your dollars are going to support the cause. They are working tirelessly, and you'll hear from Marina later in the program. She is actually the founding president, and will be here to tell you more about United Help Ukraine. They have raised, did I say, over $10 million since the Russian invasion. So tonight, Andrei and Solomia will be performing with Kalin Kirilov from Bulgaria, and then also Greg Atkins on bass. We're incredibly lucky and delighted to also have members of the Ballet Theater of Maryland, Caroline Anderson, Rachel Spicer and Destiny Billa with Roman Mikita, who has been working with Gerdan for many years. Really, you will be amazed. So we performed at the Avalon Theater last Friday, and we're really thrilled to bring this program to Sandy Spring Museum. We also are raising funds to bring this wonderful music and dance into our area schools and community centers. So we hope you'll support that effort on the part of Artivate and Carpe Diem Arts. So I think that is my introduction. So thank you everyone so much for being here in support of this great event and for supporting this effort to send humanitarian relief to Ukraine.
Please raise for Ukrainian anthem. Thank you so much. We opened our program with a traditional Hutzul Arkan dance. This is a ritual man dance near the bonfire in Carpathian Mountains in Ukraine. And this dance danced during the war, during the holidays, during a special time. And we are saddened that this is that time that we all have to worry and cry, but this is also a dance for we are ready to fight, and our music, this is our fight. And we continue. Thank you so much. And we continue our program with a song that tells us about a beautiful woman, Marusia, that's going to marry. And someone asked, "Oh, dear Marusia, how do you get married while your brother is at war?" Шуміла ліщина, листя розвивала, плакала дівчина, як собі давала. Що другі дівчата ще будуть гуляли, мені молоденькі рученьки зв'язали. Марусю, сестричко, чи тобі здається, твій брачик на війні, а ти віддаєшся? Твій брачик на війні крові проливає, тебе весілечко, він того не знає. Шуміла ліщина, листя розвивала, плакала дівчина, як собі давала. Що другі дівчата ще будуть гуляли, мені молоденькі руцики зв'язали. Шуміла ліщина, листя розвивала, плакала дівчина, як собі давала. Що другі дівчата ще будуть гуляти, мені молоденькі рученьки зв'язали. Мені молоденькі рученьки
Соломія Горохівська. Thank you very much. Now you know who made saxophone, right? Comes from Ukraine, of course. No, but truly this is a shepherd companion flute called kaval. Very old. This one here is, well, few decades already. That's the age of this instrument. They come in different shape and form, but from the Carpathian Mountains. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
And the next song we would love to dedicate to all our mothers, mothers who are here, mothers who are not with us, all Ukrainian mothers who basically protect with their bodies, with their love, their children, and the mothers who help our Ukrainian mothers in Europe and here. And while you listen to this musical piece, please think about your mother and the best, and wish all the best that this mother love save the world. Andriy Pitkivka on nai, which is traditional Ukrainian instrument from Bukovina, or the rib, that looks like a rib. And it has truly unique voice, like a human voice, you would feel
That's
it.
for musicians, bulletproof vest.
And we would love to cheer you up with a little musical selection from, again, Bukovina. It's called Little Shepherd with Charek.
Дякуємо. Thank you.
Actually, Ukrainian music is very cheerful, very happy, and it's like a butter on your soul. And the next piece is very special for us because this is a lullaby that became the title of our recent musical CD that we dedicated to all children, and it's called "And the Dreams Come True." And this is a lullaby that tells about beautiful silver moon that's shining each night over the little houses. And there are little children in these houses. And the silver moon is asked, what is this children is dreaming about? And the moon said, they dreamed about future of Ukraine. And will these dreams come true? And the moon said, the children will grow up, they help Ukraine, and their dreams come true. Ой, місяцю, місяченьку, срібнолиций стороженьку, що сторожеш ти, я сторожу в тиху нічку, а і поле, ліс і річку, і сільські хатки. Ой, місяцю, місяченьку, срібнолиций стороженьку, то є в тих хатках, там сплять діти в постілочках, сон цілує їх по очках, ходять мрії в снах. чи здійсняться сни, стануть діти підростати, Україні помагати. І здійсняться сни, і здійсняться сни. Thank you so much. If you want to help Ukraine, you can purchase the CD, then all the proceeds will go to the children of Ukraine. And we have also our very good friend who made her own artwork with the sunflower that also symbol of children and many. It's basically that circle of life. And we also have she baked also very yummy cookies. So everything what you can purchase to later after the concert. And also the rest of proceedings that you can donate to United Help Ukraine, an organization that we're working since 2014. We did many fundraiser concerts for Heavenly 100 that was in Maidan, and now we have many of these Heavenly Hundreds. We have many hundreds of people who already lost their lives. And I would like to invite Marina Bayduk. She's the president of United Help Ukraine, and she will tell you about this organization a bit.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Salomia. Thank you to organizers of this event and many other concerts that are happening around this country in support of our dear home country, Ukraine. Our organization, United Help Ukraine, like Salomia said, started in 2014. The war didn't start this year. The war started in 2014 when people of Ukraine demanded democracy and freedom. And they were in the streets of my hometown, Kiev, in the main square, Maidan, in the winter, in the very cold winter, 2013-2014, trying to overcome and overrun corrupt regime of President at that time, Yanukovych, who was supported by President Putin. Putin wanted to have his puppet controlling Ukraine, and Putin wanted to control Ukraine at that time, and still does. So in 2013-2014, Ukrainian people won, and I truly believe we will prevail again. It's just a matter of time. Sadly, it's also at a very high cost. Freedom is not free. We know that for sure now. 2014, Russia, knowing that free Ukrainian people got rid of Yanukovych, what they did? They annexed Crimea. March of 2014, after people said we're a democratic, free country, we want us to join European Union, we want human rights prevailing in our country, we want democracy and freedom, Russia annexes Crimea. Our organization started then because a lot of activists in this region, in DC, went to the White House, went to Russian embassy, protested. We rallied pretty much every single weekend. Every single day we're there saying the world cannot just watch what's happening in Ukraine because more will come. That was 2014, and this is how we started as a nonprofit organization in DC area. We did protests and rallies 2014, 2015, 2016, and then we started helping Ukrainian people because we knew without our help and support, they would not defend their countries. And so many of us around the world did the same. And we did defend our country. It's just a couple of small parts. Well, Crimea is definitely not a small part. It's a huge peninsula that was annexed with pretty much no shots and bullets. And thankfully not that many lives lost at that time. But then in eastern Ukraine, pro-Russian forces tried to take as much as they could. Our defenders stood the ground with our help, with your help, because we had so many supporters. I'm sure some of you are here in the audience. We actually had an event here in 2014 supporting Ukraine. And now I'm back here again with help of this wonderful musical ensemble and the dancers, again, raising money for Ukraine. 2013, 2014, we're helping Ukrainians. We supplying life-saving medical kits to defenders because they had nothing. We didn't have army. Ukraine didn't have army at that time. We did everything in our power to help them survive and to defend Ukraine. And then through 8 years of ongoing war, think about it, 8 years of ongoing war with Russia, we continue to provide medical assistance to hospitals, rehabilitation centers. We help families of veterans killed in action, families with little children who in 8 years, grew, and now they're attending, some of them started attending colleges already. And then I'm actually just kind of a personal touch here. I'm a professor of biology at Georgetown University, and it's not my full job now, right? This is my full job right now for an entire month. I only came to my students twice a week when I have my lectures, and a month ago, 2 months ago actually, I told them, you know what's happening in the world now. We know the Olympics is going on, but we also know Russia is threatening Ukraine, a peaceful country, and it might be happening. And I told them there will be one day when I come to class crying. And that one day came. I came to my class and I said, last night you probably know that Russia attacked Ukraine. A lot of cities are bombed. My hometown is bombed. My Kiev has been bombed. My mom was sitting in a bomb shelter. I had to call her 4 a.m. in the morning, my mom and my sister and my father, and tell them, seek shelter now. They were shocked. Really, it's happening? We were all shocked. Yes, it's happening. Did we expect it? Yes, we did. Did we believe it would happen? No, we didn't. Nobody did. It was just crazy to think that peaceful country will be attacked by their mighty neighbors. Brothers, they call themselves. They're trying to de-Russify Ukraine. They're trying to, what are you trying to do? You're just killing civilians. You're just completely destroying cities and towns. This is not a brotherly gesture, to say the least. In our organization, I told my students that we were at the protest at the Russian embassy that night. When we heard that Russia is bombing Ukraine, some of us went to the Russian embassy immediately. That night at midnight, 1 a.m., we were there protesting till 4 a.m., bringing media in, telling we cannot just stay idle. We have to do something. And let me tell you, we were a small local organization. We just grew overnight 1 million times. Because people around the world, American people especially, just outpoured their hearts and just showed an overwhelming support to Ukrainians. And we keep growing. And I just want to thank all of you today for coming, because it means a lot to all of us Ukrainians that we're not alone in this fight for democracy and freedom. You are standing with us. The entire world is standing with Ukraine right now. And we get lots of messages from Ukrainian defenders and people who are still there on the ground, including my father, who actually is staying in Kiev in his hospital. He's a doctor. He didn't want to evacuate. He stayed there helping wounded in his clinic. They know we all support them. They see that support and they really appreciate it. But today is not about bombing and shelling. It's not about crying. It's about listening and watching, listening to beautiful Ukrainian music and watching amazing Ukrainian dancers performing tonight. And this is how we want you to remember Ukraine, through our music, through our songs, through our dances. This is how we want you to remember Ukraine. And it was very touching that Salomia mentioned a song just a couple of minutes ago about a little child dreaming of better future. We really want Ukrainian kids, not just dream, but have their better future. So thank you so much for coming today. Your support matters, really matters, and Ukrainian people are very grateful. continue supporting, continue thinking about us, continue praying for Ukraine. It means a lot. Thank you very much, and have a great evening. Enjoy performances. I was just told that there is a special guest tonight who came to this evening, to this performance. It's Montgomery County Executive, Mark Elridge. Would you please come and say a few words? And just on behalf of United Help Ukraine, we're very grateful to Maryland and Montgomery County for all your support. Thank you so much, Mark.
This is the second war-related thing I've done today. I was in Bethesda earlier with a group that was providing food to Afghan refugees. And they're still in 7 hotels in Montgomery County. And there's still a lot of support efforts going on, try to get them housing and jobs and what they need. And they're out of the fight, but you cannot be anything but touched by seeing the pictures that are coming into our TV screens of what's going on. It is one thing to be in a military conflict and attack, military targets. That's what war happens. But the atrocities against civilians, the deliberate bombing of hospitals and apartment complexes and people in shelters is just unconscionable. It's the definition of terrorism. Terrorism is when you try to punish the civilian population so badly that they beg the government to surrender by causing so much pain that they cannot sustain themselves. And it is really hard to look at that. We are lucky that we don't have to endure that. That's one of probably the most fortunate thing about being an American. We've never had to be through a war since the Civil War. None of us have that experience of homes and jobs and things evaporating and burning to the ground. And to see it happen someplace else is really hard, and particularly when it didn't have to happen. Whatever grievances Russia had, it did not reach the point that anybody should have gone to war over this. There should have been a way to talk our way out of this, and it's just really painful to watch. So I'm glad that people have come out tonight. I know that lots of people in this county will continue to support Ukraine and the people of Ukraine, and we should. And someday, maybe all soldiers are refused to fight, which would be a nice world where people just said, we're not doing this anymore, but we're not there yet. So as long as this war goes on, we have to help the people who are being victimized by it. But thank you all for being part of this tonight. And the music's incredible. The saxophone was amazing. I actually was pondering what that would sound like in a jazz band, because it was pretty cool, and I've never seen anybody finger a pipe like that before, so it was pretty cool. And you all are really good musicians, and I think it's an honor to hear this tonight. So thank you.
Thank you.
And we would love to greet you with a traditional Ukrainian greeting. Everywhere you come into Ukraine as a visitors, you will be greeted with a bread and salt and beautifully decorated. And this is how Ukraine will greet you every time you visit. And please visit after we win and rebuild. You will really enjoy it because people are really kind and beautiful.
Thank you. Just quickly, I want to tell you about this very unique instrument. It is actually, well, it is what it is. You see it, right? So it's a cane, a walking stick. That's what and it's a flute. It's a truly shepherd companion, nicely ornamented, like those beautiful dresses that we have. And it's about 150 years old. Yeah, I had to restore just a bit, but it plays really, really beautiful. No finger holes. So what I do, I pray for the best when I play that. Thank you. Called Telinka. Telinka.
Yes, and this is one of the, all this, as Andre said, my toys. When he traveled all over the Europe and meet all these masters and makers, this is the instrument that you cannot order Amazon, right? You have to go on the on a trip and find these people, and every instrument has a story. It's very personal, and that's what the uniqueness of this, because the instrument could live longer than even the maker. So that's what keeps the history alive and culture. And we now going to our collaboration with our beautiful dancers, and I will introduce them. Basically, how you would say, Roman, do you want to name your dancing Gerdan dance part? It was, Roman was my student. I met him 12 years ago when he was 12 years old, I think. He was my student for violin, and he was also dancing very intensely, Dance 1. So he's now a professional dancer that studied in Ukraine, in United States, and all the dances that you will see today, it was his choreography based on Ukrainian folk dancing and ballet. And the first collaborative piece we're going to perform for you is a traditional Lemko song this is a sub-ethnicity of Ukraine that had very tough also destiny after Second World War. They were displaced. So basically Lemko people now all around the world, but their culture is so unique and so deep that they belong now to the world and Ukraine. And the song is about a soldier, a young man And Lvivщina was a part of Austro-Hungarian Empire in 19th century. And if you go to basically military, it was for 25 years. And the song is about that young man comes into tavern with a draft card. And he said, "Oh, my dear father, could you come to the war instead of me?" But father is not there. And he comes to the musicians, say, "Oh, musicians, please play for me Chardash, so I dance the last time before I go." And there is nobody to cry for me. No father, no mother, but I have 3 women to cry for me. The first one is my sister. The second one is my sister-in-law. And the third one is one that carries my baby. Ми прийшла карта на раховаць, став я свого неня дошиковаць. Неню ж ти мій неню, чи ми таку волю, ти за мене служить на ту волю. Неню ж ти мій неню, чи ми таку волю, ти за мене служить на ту війну. Кеть ми прийшла карта на раховаць, став я музиченьків дошиковаць. Гей, ви, музиченьки, заграйте ми чардаш, на єси погулям та й останній раз. Гей, ви, музиченьки, заграйте ми чардаш, на єси погулям та й останній раз. Стали музиченьки чардаш грати, стали ми за сльози з очей ляди. Ніхто не заплаче, ні отець, ні матка, лиш за мною заплачуть 3 дівчатка. Ніхто не заплаче, ні отець, ні матка, лиш за мною заплачуть 3 дівчатка. А перша заплаче, бо я її брат, а друга заплаче, бо я її сват, а третя заплаче, бо плакати мусить, бо вона від мене перший носить. А третя заплаче, бо плакати мусить, бо вона від мене перший носить. Thank you, Roman. Thank you so much. You will see them again. And we continue with a beautiful Bukovinian Spring quartet. We started as a duet, now we have a quartet.
Ану, хлопці, дівчата, веселіше. Хоп! It's a sweet potato. Yeah, see, I'm getting ready. It's not even summer, but yeah. Nicely, tastefully baked, nicely ornamented, called ocarina from Ukraine. So I have a huge collection of these guys. So yeah, I can keep you entertained for another couple more days, only on ocarina, only on sweet potato.
Yes, and in Ukrainian language it's called zuzulka, like a cuckoo bird instrument. Right, and it's also ornamented. And I forgot to tell you, maybe you read also on the line, but our name is derived from Gerdan, which is necklace that I wear. It could be long as well, different shapes. And and colors and ornaments is made from beads, and it's actually from Carpathian Mountains in Ukraine. And we decided to take this name because that's what the music we do. It's not pure folk, it's a mixture of folk and classic and jazz and everything that makes this beauty of colors and different shapes. So hopefully you feel that in our music. And now we're adding even dance to it. So we're going to, again, have a collaboration. It's a polka dwudencivka, or two bottoms polka from Bukovina.
Hop!
Roman Makita and his friends from Ballet Theater of Maryland. And the next piece is the very unique for friendship between Ukraine and United States. And this is another lullaby. You're probably aware that Carol the Bells came from Ukraine, right? And this is now well-known fact. And it was brought by Ukrainian chorus in 1920s to New York. And then composer Vyhovsky made arrangement and English, not translation, but English version of this Щедрик, or Ukrainian Carol by Leontovich. And that same night, this chorus sang another Ukrainian folk song, Ukrainian lullaby. And among the audience, like you are here tonight, was American composer, also with Ukrainian roots from Odessa, George Gershwin. He heard this beautiful melody, and hear what he composed. виходить сон коло вікон, а дрімота коло плота питається сон дрімоти, де ми будем ночувати, де хатинка тепленька я, де дитинка маленька я, та ми будем ночувати і дитинку присипляти. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the current is high. Your daddy is rich, and your mama's good looking. Oh, hush, little baby, don't you cry. Thank you so much. We have the same musical blood, you see. And solo on bass and vocals, Greg Watkins. And before our last song, we want to do all the thank yous. We are so thrilled to have so many friends for all the years that we lived here. They supported us, our friends as organizers like Busy. We've been together collaborating for a long time, and she was one of the initiators to do the benefit concerts. Our friends, our family, friends as a family, all our neighbors, they all come and support us and our country, and our friends as musicians, our colleagues who really donate their times to do it. It's been kind of like a roller coaster the past month because we live like a dual life now. You live in the United States, you live in your country, in Ukraine, and Andrei's mom is in Ukraine, all his family, my all extended family is, and my sister there, so we're all worrying for them. And thank you for coming. Please support as much as you can with your prayer, with your dollar, with your anything, your pressure to your governments, your representatives, so that we all live in peace and could plan our life, because people now they cannot plan. They live just a minute, and many of them, they don't know if they will live next minute. So please do that, and we will appreciate for every single minute and little, inch of support. Yes.
When we talk to our parents or friends in Ukraine, they basically say, well, God gave us this day. We hope to survive, and we hope to live through the night. And that's how they go. Day, night, day, night.
And we would like to finish with Cossack song from 17th century. It's, we've been many times with a fight with not a very good geographical location. And thank you so much for coming. And thank you, Duke, that have supported us in this venue in Sandy Spring Museum, and we hope we'll be back here. And it's beautiful and beautiful aura here, and it was really a pleasure to play for you. Thank you.
Horokivska, violin, vocals.
Kalin Kirillov on accordion from Bulgaria. Andrei Pitkivka, flutes. Greg Watkins, guitar. He's from Virginia. Roman Miketa and his friends.
Hop. Hop. No давай, Super Leo. Давай, Super Leo. Slava Ukraini!
We will win.
Glory to Ukraine. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Roman. Do you want to introduce your friends?
Thank you. I am Roman Maketa. This is Caroline Anderson, Destiny Billet, and Rachel Spicer.
And I would love to say that Roman has Ukrainian heritage. His grandfather came from Ukraine, and he was in Ukraine, Roman, for 2 years, and he speaks Ukrainian. But we were impressed how the girls who are American, who don't have any Ukrainian blood, they got into so much into the mood, and they danced with such a precision, such a beauty that you would never tell that they are not from Ukraine. So thank you so much. Thank you. That was amazing. Thank you again, and hope we see you. Please support us in any prayer, anything will help. Thank you.
Thank you.
How about one more round of applause for Gerdan, everybody? It was such a great concert. Thank you, guys. It was wonderful. We'd like to give thanks to our good friend, Rowan Corbett, who dedicated his time and energy to helping us with sound tonight. Thank you, Rowan. Another thank you to Busy Graham and Carpe Diem Arts for your support. Thank you, Busy. And I think I'm going to go buy a CD, so I'll see you all at the CD table, and we'll get there. Have a great evening, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you again.